If you are a designer and you are scared of AI, then you are already losing, because the best designers right now, they are using AI to 10 times whatever they are doing or whatever project they are working on. Here's the problem. Most designers fall into two categories. Number one, those who are scared that AI is going to take their jobs or AI is going to take them out of business. And two is those who are not using AI the right way. They're just typing in prompts, hoping to get the best results. And both of these two groups, they are all losing. You see, AI is not here to replace designers. It's here to make things faster and easier for us. You see, what AI does best is generate, but it does not think like a designer. So as a designer, you should own your thoughts and you should own your ideas, but then just use AI to improve on whatever you are working on. AI doesn't understand brand strategy, taste, or emotion. So it all comes down to the designer. Your taste, your skill level is going to determine how AI is going to help you, whether in a good way or a bad way. And that is your job as a designer. You see, I don't let AI design for me. I use AI to assist me in everything that I do. I use it to move faster, think better, and also execute ideas faster. Because as a designer, in these times you need to be moving quickly. So whatever you get, because AI is there, you don't really need to spend a lot of time, doing things that you used to do. Like, so for example, if we are having like an image manipulation or something that you are just doing, trying to come up with something quickly, you don't really need to spend much time. So with the help of AI nowadays, you are able to just generate some of those things that you used to take time creating manually, and it's just going to make the process a bit faster. And that is the way I use AI. But all these talks about AI, how can you actually use it to your advantage? So the first one that I use mostly is ChatGPT. And what ChatGPT does is it just help me come up with ideas for anything that I'm working on. So say I'm working on a campaign, I use ChatGPT to get some I use ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas, just experiment with a lot of stuff. And that is where ChatGPT usually comes in when I am using AI. And you can also use ChatGPT to generate images and everything. So this will all just help you, put your ideas together in a much simpler way. Number two is image generation, and primarily what I use is ChatGPT and also a website called Lovart. And Lovart is very good. Lovart is really good. You can really just type in like you are chatting with the AI. So you type in whatever you want. When you make a mistake too, you can put in that mistake there. It will rectify that correction and it will do everything for you. And I use Lovart primarily to generate my images, even though sometimes I use Nano Banana. But also in Lovart, the image generation models, they use Nano Banana, so I end up just using Lovart for everything. And Lovart really helps me a lot. You can really put in different ideas. So if you want to create one single image from multiple images, you can bring that all into Lovart, feed into the AI, and just tell it whatever you want. It's going to create it for you. And also Lovart just gives you this flexibility of creating different and multiple design ideas, because it can also generate designs. So you can feed it with your images and tell it to generate a design. You can add text to it, so it's going to create the whole design, add text. If you want to edit the text, Lovart has this feature that you can break all the elements apart and edit them individually. And it's really good. It's really flexible and you can use it for a lot of stuff. So when it comes to image generation, I use Lovart to do most of my image generation, and it's a really good tool. So you can also check it out for yourself. Number three, after all these generations using AI to come up with ideas, I don't just stop there. I don't just take whatever the AI gives me and then I use it for my design. No, that is not what I do. I take the generated images, I take it now into Photoshop, and I just do my refinements on it. So as a designer, I still have that control over whatever I'm coming to create. So I know what I want, I know what I'm thinking, whatever that I'm creating is on my mind. But with the help of AI, I'm able to increase the speed at which I am working. So after all these generations from Lovart or Nano Banana in Google Gemini, what I do is take the images back into Photoshop, fix the lighting, fix the composition, fix anything that I want to fix. Me, the designer, I try to fix anything that I feel like needs to be fixed. So I'm going to fix all these things that as a designer I think should be fixed. You can use any software. So if you are using Photoshop, if you are using Illustrator, Figma, Canva, or Affinity, you can use all these to really refine those things that you've generated to your taste. And as I said earlier, as designers right now, it's not all about the skill, it's about the taste, your skill level, and the emotion that you are trying to evoke with your design or your project. Now here's the framework of how I think designers should use AI. Rule number one: as a designer, you should know that AI is for speed but not creativity. It shouldn't replace your creative powers as a designer. So it's just going to fasten up your process but not replace your creativity. Rule number two: your taste is your advantage. Now more than ever in this era of AI, one thing that is really important is the taste of the designers now, not the creativity, but how the designer thinks, what the designer looks at whenever he's creating design. So you don't just put in your prompts into the AI, it generates the design for you and then you take it like that. It all comes down to the taste of the designer. Rule number three: the best designers don't just use whatever the AI created and then they run with it. They always refine it to match their taste. So whatever they were thinking in their mind after generating the images, they always refine it. That is what I do always, and I always refine all the images that I generate to fit whatever idea that I was coming up with, and it also just helped me bring that idea to life. So always refine your designs, or always refine what AI has given to you to fit whatever your idea was. Think like a creative director. And it's very important to think like a creative director, because as a creative director, you are the one who really knows what the whole thing or the whole outcome of the design is going to be about. So when it comes to generating pictures, you need to think like a creative director. How do you want the setting to be? How do you want the scene to be? You need to really give the AI all the details. For example, that is what I do. If I'm generating an image, first of all, I tell the AI the scene that I want my image to be in. I tell it the camera to use, I tell it the lens, the focal length to use. Whatever detail that I want to see in the image, I tell the AI and I include it in the prompt. And this way you are thinking like a creative director, and you are really going to get the best out of the AI, because you are really giving it whatever you want, not just giving a prompt and hoping the AI gives you the best. That is not the way to go, and that is not the way to use AI. What you need to do when you are using AI is to really take control over whatever you are doing. So give it everything, every detail that you are seeing in your mind. Just put it in the chat. It is going to figure everything out, and that is how you think as a creative director. Now I have a bit of a controversial take, and that is, if AI is better than your design, then your problem is not AI. What you need to do is really study the fundamentals of design, improve on your skill, and you are really going to benefit from AI. Use AI as a tool, but not a shortcut. If you enjoyed this video and you really got some benefits on how to use AI or how you can use AI, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, let's keep creating. Peace out.